visit alliance.mt.
L-ewwel li tidħol fit-tank illum, Martina, bl-idea tagħha ta' Maltatina.
Hello! My name is Martina Bertnicka, and I'm the owner and content creator at maltatina.com. I'm here to ask for 10,000 euros in exchange for 10% of my company. My journey, this is me, hi. I've been changing a lot of hairstyles, so if you see someone that looks a bit different, it's usually me, so that's also me. My journey started in 2017, in February 2017, after I've been living in Malta for 10 years. And I started feeling a bit, like claustrophobic, like I've seen it all, I've done it all, and there is nothing left for me to see or explore. So there were basically two options. I can either pack my bags and go back to my country, or I can challenge it. And that's what I've done. I've decided that every weekend I will go to a new place, discover a new site, new museum, or just go and explore. And I've started a blog where I document my adventures. I write it step by step, so everyone can follow my journey. Everyone can go and see where I've been. And I've been doing this for 5 years, and I've written over 150 blogs so far. And I'm still doing it, I'm still exploring, I'm still finding new places. I've been featured in a Czech television. It's like a documentary series about my life and what I do in Malta. I've been interviewed by a local newspaper, and I've written several articles about local adventures and what you can do to kind of get out of the comfort zone. And having done this, after 3 years, in 2020, I started looking into ways how I can monetize my efforts. So the very first thing I've launched was my memory game. It's it's based on my childhood. That's what I used to play when I was a child. And I thought this could be a good opportunity to explore Malta in a different way from the comfort of your home. So I would like to ask if there is anyone who would like to try and play the game. Okay, come on in. So if you're starting, you turn 2 cards at the same time, and the aim is to find a pair. So who is first? You turn.
Here we go.
So 1 here and 1 somewhere else. Leave it on. Yeah. So you don't have a set, so you can turn it back up. And also, if you don't know what the place is, you can find it in the index, so you can also maybe learn something new. It can be played by children, by adults, it's a cross-generation game as well, so it can be, like the grandma with the with the grandchild.
It's not good with the numbers, it's got the same pictures, right?
Yes.
Yeah. But yeah, that's the whole, and with every edition being the same, using the same pattern.
We got the concept.
Yeah, but it grows and grows, and it can become more complicated.
Great. Excellent.
It was a draw, no score draw.
Okay, well done.
So in 2020, this was my only product, and I'm quite happy to say that I've managed to sell 550 copies at 2,300 euros with a net profit of about 1,600. And that's because I didn't have a selling platform. So I was using my friend's e-shop as a selling platform, and my only expenses were basically the cost of the product and the design. So then in 2021, I've decided to take a chance, and I have invested my money in e-shop, in a quality photography, and also expand my product portfolio. So in 2021, I've launched Malta Gozo Camino Volume 2, also Malta Door Knockers Volume 1, because I've also started capturing the Malta door knockers. Because when I'm not trekking, I'm in the traditional course of towns and villages and capturing the door knockers. I've also added postcards, high-quality postcards that come with envelopes, posters, and in the last quarter of 2021, I've also introduced the wall calendars with Malta and Malta door knockers, table calendars, and also the highly anticipated diary by my followers, because I have a very engaged audience. I might not have a lot, but they are very engaged, and they follow my journey because it's kind of my personal brand, and they like what I do, and that everything I write about, I experience firsthand, so they know what to expect from my adventures. Going forward, I would like to make the diary a yearly tradition, let's say, based on my clients' feedback. And I've been writing this blog for 5 years, so I'm sure I can do another 5. And every year give them new adventures and ideas to do. Expand the memory games. I have enough content for 2 to 3 editions. Ideally have my own guide. I have so much content, just put it in a nice form and maybe kind of dust off my old presenting skills when I used to work in hospitality, and we had in a hotel like an indoor promotion channel, and I was one of the 3 presenters going around Malta and giving kind of content for our guests in the hotel. And I would like to also push the door knockers because they are very colorful, they are picturesque, and no one is working with them just yet, and place them on products related to my adventures. So if you go on one of my treks, or you can get merchandise, like you can get the string bag, you can have socks, you can have a hoodie, bottle in your backpack, and a diary to write your adventures, as well as tap into the home decor with mugs, cups and stuff. And here are some mock-ups, so you can visualize where I'm going.
What is your turnover with all these? In 2021, how much did you turn over?
Well, in the last 2 years, I did...
Last year would be enough.
Well, I calculated 2 years.
Okay, all right.
Okay, in 2 years, I did 8,000, and the gross profit was 4,200, and net profit 2,400.
Martina, what else do you do? I mean, obviously, you're probably not just living on...
No, like, I have a full-time job. At the moment, I'm a kindergarten teacher assistant. But in 2021 was quite of like a challenging year because I was working full-time. I was doing the distance studies to requalify to work in a nursery so I can cater for my 2-year-old son, trying to do this, which I still managed. I don't know how, because all my friends is like, when do you sleep? But it's just, I have so much passion for this thing, and I just love inspiring people. And the feedback I get from anyone who reads my blog is just, thank you for giving me a reason to get out of bed on Sunday morning.
So currently, there's no real business, because you can't quit your full-time job and work full-time on this. At the moment, you from 4,220, you said in gross profit, right? That's in 2 years.
Yeah.
In 2 years.
Martina, my brain's ticking here. I can't believe I've not heard of you for a start, because you do exactly what I believe that we should be doing in the hospitality industry. You open up people to the hidden secrets of this beautiful island, and it's great that foreigners doing this and bringing people to really appreciate how fantastic this country is.
Thank you.
Do you believe that this would be a full-time business on its own, or could you see yourself working within the hospitality industry at the same time as building something like this?
That's where he's going with it.
I take it. No, you know what? I think it does really have a potential, because I didn't have the marketing. That's why you've never heard about me, because I didn't have the budget.
I was going to tell you.
If you push it, I did 2 press releases, and I see in the impact I had.
How did you manage to sell 550 copies of the memory game?
B2B. I got a local government entity in the tourism industry in Malta, and then last year in Italy, so the B2B. And that's where I want to go, like...
I see what you're doing is very valuable, and I do think that, to be honest with you, bringing the experience of Malta, which you're doing, to the people who come to Malta and live in Malta, I think is very, very necessary. So I'm just trying to work out, I'm going to let these people talk, but I really like what you're doing, and I want to sit down and think now, while everyone asks lots of questions, how we can do this. My major concern, as Alex said, is that there isn't a business here. There's a lot of different wonderful things that you're creating, but I do think you need a proper marketing partner to take this forward. And I think that you could work alongside a lot of the the hotels here in Malta, and also alongside the schools and things like that, because I think that one thing I noticed is that as a foreigner living here, is that I think the Maltese tend to underestimate how wonderful their country is and how special, you know, Malta is as a whole.
Look, you're absolutely right.
As I said, at the moment, there isn't a business, but there's you, your passion, and I agree with Mark. You know, what you're offering, in my opinion, is really needed. I'm Maltese. We don't appreciate. We don't know enough about our history, our islands. So I'm sure Mark's got something on his mind.
Keep talking. I'm thinking.
In the meantime, Martin,
if all else fails, I will make you an offer. But you know.
In the meantime, I would like to clarify something. So first and foremost, thank you for your presentation, and I really appreciate how you blended your last part of your name with Malta. So you're really into it. As we speak, the business model you are proposing is very interesting, and it has a huge potential in it, but it's not really investable because it's so small. So fast forward, where would you see yourself if you had to have an investor with you? What is the plan? How would you turn it around in becoming a business which is growing organically and steady? How would you turn it around? Like fast forward the next 2 years.
Okay, I mean, obviously I'm asking for only 10,000 euros, but I see the value in your expertise, in your experience, in your connections, and I think sometimes that's what all you need. You know, once you exposed and you out there, then people's like, oh, you know, they might also, like you, realize what I'm doing and see the potential. So I'm just hoping if I could team up.
I have an offer.
Yeah, here's
So I want to make an offer. So you asked for 10% for 100,000. I want to offer 40.
I wanted 10.
No. 10% for 10,000. Sorry.
Okay.
I want to offer 40,000 for 50%. Okay. But what I want to do within that is that 24,000 has to go straight into salaries. The rest has to go into product development. We build a business together, which focuses on experience in Malta, and this will give you a chance to build something up. We could work together on it. You'll be invested, I'll be invested. We'll have the brains, if you can call it that, the energy, which you'll definitely find, of somebody who will be really there to work alongside you and, you know, giving you the chance to build something. So there is an offer a little bit different and not that far away from your valuation.
Thank you so much.
So Mark is basically giving you the offer, giving you the opportunity of working full time on this project.
Yes.
You'd have to get a salary of 24,000.
Yeah.
Just to spend the year working on development.
We have 50% of it.
I think that's hard to beat.
It's not just a salary, you're employing yourself.
Yeah.
So the business will employ you, the money will go into you, the rest of the money will go into product development, and they may need to bring in more money in the future or whatever else. But we have something to go and work with, and I will put the money in there. There will be a commitment to build something, but it's something that you will own half of.
Thank you.
It's not a bad offer.
No, it's so good.
I think at this moment I better pull back from my offer. I don't want to irritate Mark.
I think this
and he's got a very good offer on the table, you know
I think
what I mean?
this is up your street, Mark. And
so
it's a great offer.
I think
so.
it's a really
I'll pass
good
as well.
I'll pass. I'm sorry, but I mean, you have a super offer.
And you can, Mark is all about social impact, and this could impact everyone from a
We're all
different
interested,
perspective.
don't get it wrong.
So
I can just say I want to work with him now.
Yes, of course.
You have to say it.
Sugar.
Yes.
Have I overshot? Again.
So are you accepting
Yes,
his?
Mark, I would like to accept your Thank you so much for believing in me.
Thank you.
Oh my God, I
well,
really
you have a lot
appreciate
to show for what you've done. So we could build something together. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mark. Thank you, Mark.
Anyway, why you're so excited and why you're so looking forward to work with Mark?
Well, because I went there with a certain expectations, and I don't know, I asked for a certain amount of money, and then I came out with an offer that's 4 times as much, with a full-time job offer, with working with someone who believes in the same things, who is also an expat, who works for the community and who wants to inspire people, and that's what I've been doing.
I wasn't going to invest in any more.
But I'm going to keep this diary.
Never say never.
I'm always lost.
You can't say.
No, actually, you owe me 50% of the price of that.
You haven't signed a thing yet.
F'dan l-istadju meta inti qed tiġi sabiex tiftaħ il-kumpanija u tibda topera b'mod iktar professjonali, apparti l-għajnuniet li għandna bħala inċentivi, il-Malta Enterprise għandha fih dan wkoll il-Business First, li huwa l-one-stop shop tal-Malta Enterprise qiegħed fl-imrieħel fejn hemmhekk inti ma tmux titkellem biss ma' uffiċjali tal-Malta Enterprise imma iżda għandek ukoll entitajiet differenti tal-gvern rappreżentati taħt l-istess saqaf, ġifieri għandek senjuri min-naħa ta' Dipartiment tat-Taxxa, għandek awtoritajiet bħall-MTA li forsi jkollok bżonn liċenzja f'każ ta' business li jkollok bżonn liċenzja. Fejn hemmhekk tkun tista' tinqeda taħt saqaf wieħed f'dak li huwa verament one-stop shop għan-negozju li anki għandhom opening hours li jibqgħu nhar ta' erba' jibqgħu fit-tul anke sas-7 ta' filgħaxija biex ikunu iktar aċċessibbli għall-business.
I love the whole experience. It was a bit surreal, standing in front of them and being in the television. But I loved it. I enjoyed it. There was really good atmosphere. I had good feedback from them. I feel they were thanking me for the work that I'm doing to promote Malta, and obviously I'm happy with the outcome, being invested in and starting the whole new journey. So by now I had few meetings with Mark and his team, and we're just getting to know each other and seeing how we can develop the idea, what works for us both the best, and just looking forward to starting this new journey together.